Hello there guys, how's it going? I hope you're all having a good day so far. Today on The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, it is time to make my way towards the third Divine Beast, which should be over that way somewhere. So yes, if the music and title didn't give it away, today I am heading towards Vah Ruta, which is the Divine Beast I feel most people end up doing first, which is why I deliberately did not do it first on this playthrough, because I've done it first many times. And then, depending on how long that takes, we'll see. You didn't even notice the title. Oh, nice! Thank you for the Streak Falcon, that's really appreciated. Alright, well, first things first, I'm heading for the tower, and then I'll go from there. So yeah, last time I got the Master Sword, which is pretty nice. It's a nice, powerful, reliable weapon. Not accurate for today, though, true. True, but stereotypically. Stereotypically, British weather is, well... what do you win? You win feeling good about yourself. Kyogre's asleep today. Okay, I think you're an actual pet. Oh my god, they're both fucking Yiga, aren't they? I thought this was an actual guy because there was an obvious Yiga over there. Yeah, it is nice to have a weapon that doesn't permanently break. Okay, yeah, you are definitely a Yiga as well. You helped your buddy, but I'm not falling for it twice. Oh yeah, I do that all the time as well. It's so useful for that. Okay, that rain is really poorly timed. And I'm not even at the part yet where it kicks in permanently. Yeah, the having to make hammers to mine stuff in tiers can be quite annoying. Oh. There was a Lizalfos there. I guess he got struck by lightning. Yeah, I very much enjoy the bombs in Tears of the Kingdom and how they look, but I do miss the infinite bombs that this game had. Very, very useful. Yeah, because I've played a lot of Tears recently and I don't tend to wear it there, I forgot that it was a thing, but when I usually play Breath of the Wild, I usually wear it all the time. Okay, this is... Okay, well that guy's dead. Lol, get wrecked. Yeah, he certainly did, didn't he? I didn't realise I was close to that. I thought I was stood far enough away. That is not very good. I shall leave that there. Right, the thunder shall mask my ascent. Keep me hidden. that really wasn't worth getting shocked, no. And I don't really think there's anything down there that I want. Okay, thankfully it stopped just in time, though. Okay, nice, made it. Should probably be wearing the appropriate headwear for this. Quite the view from up here, and I'm not even at the top. Tempted to look up where the rest of the climbing gear is in tiers, because you have one of them and you miss the fully boosted speed. I have them all on my file, but I don't remember where they were from. I think they were from caves, if I'm remembering correctly. Oh, excuse me. It's what Google's for. Oh yeah, we love Google. Not sure we'd say love. Yeah, fair point. We use it a lot. Wow, I cannot believe it. Excuse me. Yes, you. I am Groove of the Zora. It is apparent that you are a traveller, but may I ask what brought you here? I could ask you the same. How very astute of you. An excellent query indeed. I, by order of Prince Sidon of Zora's domain, am searching for a Hylian. Or I was. But then I fell asleep. I awoke to a loud noise and an awful quaking, and now here I am. I'd like to get down and be on my way, but I'm simply too high up. I need to figure something out. Prince Sidon is down at the bridge below, but for some reason I cannot seem to catch his attention. But you are a Hylian, yes? Well then, my luck is improving. Prince Sidon! I found one! I found a Hylian! Prince Sidon doesn't seem to notice my struggle. Perhaps I should swallow my fear and jump to the river below. Then I could return to him. He must be worried sick. Nope, can't do it. I'm too high up. I'll likely meet the gods of the ever after before I ever see Prince Sidon again. Mr. Hylian, I must apologise. It will be some time before I can get back to Prince Sidon. Please, you must leave me here and go on ahead. So, thinking about it, I've done 2 Divine Beasts. I've already been on a grand adventure across Hyrule, and this guy has been here since the Great Plateau. So he must be very close to running out of food and starving to death. They have useful services, and you're a happy user of their phone, but you don't know if you'd say you'd love the company. Yeah, no, that's fair. Give him some fish. Oops. Too late. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. Yeah, too late. He'll be alright. He'll live. Okay. This shouldn't be too bad. Hey, Adam, welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Where's the rain? Well, the rain will be here soon. We're nearly at the area that has permanent rain. How are you doing today, anyway, Adam? Also, there was lightning earlier, so there was rain then. Just with the stream title saying British Weather Simulator. Oh, you'll see it. Don't worry. There'll be plenty of rain later. We're just on our way there now. Oh, I'm doing very well, thank you. I've had a pretty chilled out day, so yeah, all good. Right, I think my next Spirit Orb I'm going to put towards Stamina when I get 4 of them. I feel like I've got plenty of hearts. I could do with more stamina. Look who it is! Oh, Sidon, my beloved, how I've missed you.
Say hey there, young one. Up top, above you. Pardon the entrance, but you're a Hylian, aren't you? I was hoping perhaps you'd have a moment to talk.
Aha! A Hylian, yes, I knew it. Oh, pardon me. I am Sidon, the Zora Prince. And what is your name? Go on, please tell me. Link? Your name is Link? What a fantastic name. Though I cannot shake the feeling that I have heard it somewhere before. Well, in any case, it is a strong name. To be honest, I've been watching you. I've seen the way you work. I can tell by how you carry yourself that you are no ordinary person. Link, you must be a strong warrior among the Hylians, correct? That's right. Aha! Just as I suspected. I am a Zora Prince, after all. I have an eye for talent that is unparalleled. Yes, exquisite. I have been searching for someone like you for a long while. A man like you, Link, who carries himself with power. Right now, Zora's domain is in grave danger because of the massive rainfall coming from Divine Beast Vah Ruta. Please promise you will help us. We need your strength, warrior. Won't you please come to Zora's domain with me? Sure thing. Wow, really? Thank you, Link. You are indeed the man I thought you were. Now, Zora's domain will be saved for certain. No time to waste. Hurry up and head over. Because of the rain, the cliffs are too wet to climb. To reach the domain, you will need to go straight along this path. As a Hylian, I know you are unable to swim up the river. As such, the path to the domain may be a bit treacherous. You likely have a tough fight in store. There are monsters up ahead that attack with electricity. Don't give up. I believe in you. Oh, that's right. I have something that I would like to give to you. This is just a small trinket to show that I have faith in you. I'm gonna need that. It is a drink that will increase your resistance to electricity. I am not sure why, but its effects do not seem to work for Zora, perhaps because it was made specifically for Hylians. It should work wonders for you, though. I shall go on ahead and make sure there is not anything strange going on where you are headed. I'm counting on you. What a guy. I love Sidon so much. Yeah, here's the rain. Permanent rain, basically. That's gonna be fun.
This damn weather. Somebody fix this!
I forgot the Octoroks did this. You wish it was snowing. Well, maybe we can go to a snow area later. Swift Swim Kingdra would be very useful right now. I fucking hate Octoroks. With a passion. It's the third time today your name's been used as a pun. It is a good name for making puns with. How the fuck did he not see me? Like, genuinely. He was looking right at me. Yeah, if there's anything speed related, it's a very good name for that. Oh, hello. Okay, I think I'm getting close to where the electric enemies start coming in. But I really like how they restrict your ability to climb here. I love the freedom that Breath of the Wild gives you. But it is a little bit too powerful at times. And restricting you is a really, really good way to give you an actual challenge to work through. Rather than just being able to climb your way anywhere. At least it's not a Taylor Swift reference. I'm assuming you get that quite a bit then, Adam. You don't have to worry about that here. I am not a Taylor Swift fan. Oh, no, 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 no. It's a good way of tying the restriction into the story. Yeah, exactly. It's always nice when the gameplay and the story align like that. I was considering name changing because of it. Oh dear. And you manifested the reference there, Adam.
Hey!
Hey, Link! Sorry for calling out to you from the river. Since I pressured you into coming, I was not sure you would really come through. I am pleased things are going well. Ever since this strange occurrence, there have been a lot of monsters around here. Be careful as you proceed. And hurry, all of my fellow Zora are anxiously awaiting your arrival. I mean, I know a fair few of Taylor Swift's songs, mainly just because they're the kind of song that always plays on the radio. They're not something I really actively go out of my way to listen to. Bloody hell! Someone's trying to kill me. I love the Zora architecture. It looks just so goddamn cool. Buddy picked up that rock like he's playing Tears of the Kingdom. Okay, do I have enough dry space here to... Yes, nice. Sweet. I can even lift this rock. Oh, fuck. Okay. Are the others coming? Someone's still blowing their horn. Okay, I think I might be in the clear. I've got to be very careful they don't shoot me with a shock arrow, because in this weather it's going to do extra damage and have extra range. You don't see me. Yeah, rain boosted damage. It's wonderful, isn't it? Weather is broken, needs nerfing. It's from the Pokemon forums back in 2011. Oh, I remember the weather wars. Thankfully, I'm a lot better with my bow than they are. It's kind of my saving grace here. Remember the hacks back in the day. Although, there used to be lots of crazy stuff you could do. Vah Ruta's drizzle needs to run out after 5 turns or so. Having it go on forever is too OP. Better nerf Greninja. Oh my god, I remember those days. Oh, back it. Was it the smack? Was it 4 or Ultimate where they nerfed Greninja like every patch? I'm pretty sure it was 4. Good times, good times. I mean, I tend to get a lot of 4 and Ultimate mixed up because they were so close together. Can I not remind you that that was 15 years ago? Wait. Oh my god, Pokemon Black and White was 15 years ago. Fuck. Ugh. You're trying to convince yourself that you were as a grown adult when it came out. Oh god, 15 years, that has flown by, my god. Well, no, it's not really. It's taken forever, but it's also flown by. No, it wasn't. Shut up. Battering Platinum, you fought a Pure Power Floatzel. I didn't really do much battling back during Platinum. I wasn't quite ready for that scene yet. You were super invested in the hype cycle and then actually playing Smash 4 more so than Ultimate. I think I was pretty hyped for both. Hey, over here. Sorry for calling from so far away. The domain is still a ways off, but you're making good progress. I shall be along soon myself. I won't be much longer. In the meantime, I'll be cheering you on from here in the river, so hang in there. You can do it. Stay strong. Okay, I remember this corridor in particular being really nasty if you didn't prepare for the keys in advance. Because they get the same area of effect that shock arrows do in the rain. And if they just start swarming you, there's not much you can do. Hey, welcome back from Ad Jail. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. I hope you had some entertaining ads. Okay, if this was Tears of the Kingdom, all of this stuff would actually be really useful. Nice. Oh, you're coming up here, are you? Don't think so. Ow. Okay, what are you gonna do with that thing? Oh, I love bomb barrels so much. Always good fun. I feel like I shouldn't be wasting this bow yet, but I'm having fun. And it's not like I need to make the boss that's coming up any easier. Hey, Link! You're almost halfway to Zora's domain. Oh, by the way, there are a few spots up ahead with lots of enemies, but I'm sure you'll be fine. I believe in you, Link. I wish I had someone in real life that believed in me this much. It really does make me feel good. Aw, thanks, Vulcan. Thanks, Adam. Can just call you Darren if that's easier. Yeah, sure, if you don't mind. I can work with Darren. It's not a secret, it's in your Twitch bio. I'm very lazy, so I've not read anyone's bios. You would believe in me, but you've seen my gameplay. Now, what the fuck is that supposed to mean, sir? My gameplay's amazing. Thanks, Sam. I suppose that's probably not proving my point. Balanced as all things should be. Okay, the great thing about this tunic is I can actually see where the enemies are coming from. And do that. What if you say you don't believe just to be inflammatory? Well, from you, Ben, I would expect no less. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Take the spear. Okay, so this up here is pretty cool. History of the Zora, Part 1. The Eternal Zora's Domain as told by King Dorephan. The rains have blessed Lanayru since ancient times with an abundance of pure, clean water. Seeking a bounty of such water, the Zora gathered there. Thus, as the legends go, the domain was born 10,000 years ago. The land was also rich in ore, and so a unique form of stonemasonry was developed to create our new home. The domain is one giant sculpture, a feat of architecture that has drawn admirers the world over. Our great domain will ever stand as a hallmark of the esteemed artist who made it, an eternal symbol of Zora pride. So I really like these plates that show the history of the Zora. Because there are also references to old games like Ocarina of Time in them, which is really nice. And our dear friend Princess Zelda has something to say about them.
These stone monuments erected along this path detail the history of the Zora in King Dorephan's words. Thus far, only 3 have been made, but once the rest are completed, travelers will be able to learn even more about the Zora.
I do wish the other areas did this. If there's one thing I wish Zelda lent into more, it was world building and lore. Like, I like the overall lore of the franchise, but I feel like sometimes the world building can need a bit of work compared to some other fantasy series. And this is just a really nice example of them doing that work. Okay, you're annoying, so you can die. Enjoy your lurk, Adam. God, these bridges are so pretty. This whole area is just gorgeous. I love the slight blue hue that the cliffs have. It really does help to set it apart from the rest of the game.
Oh,
Hey, Link! Look below, down here. You are still pretty far off, my friend, but I was sure you'd be passing over this bridge, so I've been waiting for you. You will be in Zora's domain before you know it. In fact, I'm going to head that way too. I shall meet you there. Whoa, Link. Beware, warrior. A monster approaches from behind you. Can't surprise me. Okay, that weapon is quite the downgrade from the one I just lost. Wow, I am already out of drink. That happened really fast. I guess I'm just particularly thirsty today. It has been hotter today, though, so that's probably part of why. Why do I keep doing that? Aw, there's a deer up there. They'd probably make for a lovely meal. And I do need the food because I have a Divine Beast coming up. Look at that over there. Very impressive architecture. The Zora just have style, man. Am I the reason Bambi's mum never came home? Yup. There's your plot twist for this week. Oh, for fuck's sake. Never mind, he's dead. Okay. I think I can see the shrine inside the domain from here. Yeah, I can. There it is. Boycott this man. No! No, don't boycott me. I need the food. I need to survive. I need to save Hyrule. History of the Zora, Addendum 1. King Dorephan stands his ground. Around 100 years after King Dorephan ascended to the throne, a stray guardian crossed upland Zorana into our domain. The guardian seemed unstoppable. Our best soldier's spears barely left a scratch on its metal hull. It was then that our King Dorephan, without a thought for his own safety, came out to face the guardian himself. With supernatural strength, he lifted the guardian and hurled it into a ravine. The impact of the fall left the guardian in pieces, and it was never able to trouble another Zora again. The citizens celebrated the king's valour. From then on, their trust and respect for him grew beyond compare. You can still see the scar he earned that day on his forehead, a token of his triumph. I think you can actually find the wreckage of that guardian somewhere. I'm sure I've seen a video pointing it out. And yeah, it would have been really cool to see him in action. He's got a really cool design. What I'd potentially like to see from the next Zelda game, if it's not too far removed from the Wild era games, is seeing like a massively grown-up Sidon, like many, many years in the future, who's like the size of his dad. That'd be really cool. Yeah, A Link Between Worlds handled it in like a fun way. I mean, that game handled a lot of things in a fun way. I love A Link Between Worlds. There's a reason why it was one of the earlier Zeldas I streamed after Breath of the Wild. The first time round. There were, a while back, a lot of rumours that it was going to be ported to Switch 2. Although, they seem to have fallen to the wayside with all these Ocarina of Time rumours now. And if I'm being honest, I know which of the two I'd prefer. And I think my pick might be the unpopular pick. But I would much rather see A Link Between Worlds come to Switch 2 than Ocarina of Time. I know not everyone will agree with that. history of the Part 7. The crow who defeated the as King Dorothan. There was a time when the people of the land were threatened by the beast who lived on Plymouth Mountain. Okay, I can't keep doing that. Time has taken its toll. Yeah, we already got an Ocarina of Time remake. Like, I'm not massively in the market for another one. I feel like they'd have to massively change it to make it worthwhile, and then at that point, is it really Ocarina of Time? Like, I feel like with the kinds of games that are getting these like massively changed remakes these days, they're quite story heavy. So even if you change the gameplay a lot, they still have their own identity that the original had because of the story. Whereas Zelda games, a lot of the plot beats and stuff are the same. It is really the gameplay that differentiates them. So if you take Ocarina of Time and you change it too much, like, you may as well have just made a new Zelda game. Yeah, exactly. A HD port would be fine. As long as they don't charge too much for it. Although I know they will. Anyway, welcome to Zora's Domain, quite possibly the prettiest town that has ever been in a Zelda game. This place is gorgeous. And I completely get why they push for you to come here first, because... my god. It is incredible. Whoa! I've been waiting for you, Link. Welcome. Behold the pride of my people, Zora's Domain. Now I shall introduce you to the king. Hurry this way. Well, before I go to see the king, we've got some music to listen to. Once again, Breath of the Wild absolutely nails the vibes with its town themes. Right, Zelda's got some stuff to say.
The land of the Zora, known as Zora's Domain, is home to the champion Mipha and the guardians of the Great Spring. We have a long history of cultural exchange with them, dating back even further than 10,000 years ago. This promenade is a testament to that long-standing relationship between the Zora and Hyrule. Guidance activating.
Oh my god, I always do that. No, not the guidance.
Guidance deactivating. This depiction of Mipha is truly exquisite, though that is hardly surprising. Zora's Domain is home to talented metalworking artisans after all. It is said that this statue is made not only to honor her elevation as a champion, but also to act as a beacon for her safety, in the hopes that she will return home. She was embarrassed by it, however, and has asked King Dorephan to move it somewhere less prominent once she completes her duty.
Oh, that's cute. She didn't like a statue. What is that voice? That is the, hold on. The Zelda Notes app that connects to the Switch 2 version of Breath of the Wild. Basically, there are a bunch of voiced lore memos all around the map, and the voice actress of Zelda recorded them all, which is pretty cool. Why is my phone now not charging? There we go. Right, I believe one of these two Zora children is someone very familiar. Not this one. Must be this one. Here he is! It's my boy! You've got a weird face. Every time I come here, I need an updated version of this screenshot. The man, the myth, the legend. The baby Zoras are so small. They're so cute, aren't they? Hi, Leon. Never met one of those before. So he's not heard of a Hylian, but he has heard of Leon. Guess Resident Evil 9 was a real hit here. Right, let's do this shrine. Leon! Help! Okay, right. Oh my god. At some point, I will play a Resident Evil game. I do not know when. That's a very, very long time away, I think. Right, so I need to get this big ball all the way down there, and I appear to have created a blockage. Let me see if I can clear this out. There we go. That should hopefully catch it. Okay, nice. Okay, I don't want to knock it too hard. That'll probably already be overkill. Yep, that was overkill. Right, can I just push it? No. Apparently Link is incapable of using his hands. Ow. In you go, Mr. Ball. Right. Before I head up to go see the king, there's a few more voice memories from Zelda. Right, there's one in here.
The beds in the Zora Inn are hard and apparently quite unpopular among travelers. The owner consulted with me about it, saying that since Zora sleep in the water, they aren't sure what makes a bed good or bad. I offered a suggestion of creating a bed that's akin to floating in water. That may have been too unrealistic.
Oh, it's funny that she says that, because I'm pretty sure the bonus bed here that gets you extra yellow hearts is like a water bed or something, which is pretty neat.
Stone architecture and metal engravings of the Zora are astonishing. Truly, the village itself is a work of art. The Zora made the buildings, furniture, and even the books out of a water-resistant ore. Technology such as this could be developed only by the Zora.
That was quite the noise you made there, sir. What are you doing? Is this like a kink thing for you, electrocuting yourself? That's not normal, sir. Ah, you must be the Hylian that Sidon brought here, correct? You did well to come all the way here. I am King Dorephan, ruler of the Zora. That object upon your waist, is that not a Sheikah slate? Now that I have gotten a good look at you, it is all too clear who you are. You are the Hylian champion Link. Do not tell me you have forgotten me. The Hylian champion? You can't mean the Link, that champion. So that's where I've heard your name before. What a fateful coincidence that we should cross paths. I cannot believe it. The Hylian champion Link has appeared before us. We have met numerous times, I'll have you know. Ah, so many memories. My mind is overflowing with nostalgia, my friend. I had heard a terrible rumour that you had fallen in combat, but it appears you managed to survive. Extraordinary. Yeah, I've lost my memory. Come again. You say you have lost your memory? But surely you must remember my precious daughter Mipha, yes? You do you not? Yeah, it doesn't ring a bell. I cannot believe it. Have you truly forgotten my dear Mipha as well? You and Mipha were so close, yet you do not remember her. Young hero, please look upon the beauty of Zora's domain. Do you see that statue? Does gazing upon Mipha's immortalized form still not jog your memory? Well, perhaps your memory will return in time. I dearly hope so. Father, I do not believe discussing my sister is helping matters at the moment. Link seems confused. Oh, yes, of course. But first, it's worth noting how remarkable it is that Sidon brought a champion here without realizing it. That is quite a feat, my boy. That is a good one. Link, I doubt not that you have endured a great many trials. Still, I must ask you to hear my plea. Now then, hero, I must inform you that Zora's domain is in danger of vanishing because of Divine Beast Vah Ruta. I shall do you the courtesy of speaking bluntly. We alone cannot stop this beast. Will you lend us your strength? What? King Dorephan, my liege, please do not speak so. To ask a Hylian for help, why the very thought of it curls my fins. Muzu, I expected more of you. How can you still protest? Muzu, it is rude to speak that way to your king and his guest. Link is here because I invited him. With such unprecedented rainfall, we have no choice but to rely on the aid of a trustworthy Hylian. Have we not already discussed this and arrived at that very conclusion? He is the key to saving Zora's domain, I have no doubt in my mind. Indeed, Link is a champion through and through. As things now stand, Zora's domain, nay perhaps all of Hyrule, is doomed to be swallowed by the sea. This is bigger than all of us, my friend. Zora and Hylians alike must put aside our differences and band together. Have you forgotten already, my king? We cannot trust these lowly Hylians. 100 years ago they abused the power of an ancient civilization and turned Hyrule into what it is today. And that is not the least of it. It is their fault that Lady Mipha was lost to us. Link. Divine Beast Vah Ruta has great power. It has the unique ability to create an endless supply of water. Of late, it has been mercilessly spouting water into the air. As a result, this area has been plagued by heavy rains. For us Zora, water and air are as one, so you would not think this would be quite so critical of a problem. Sadly, the rains have filled the eastern reservoir nearly to the point of flooding. If the reservoir bursts, as it soon will, I fear immense damage will befall not only Zora's domain, but also the area downstream from us. There, Hylian lives are in very grave danger. The Divine Beast is crying out once again. The Divine Beast Vah Ruta. Your Princess Zelda often studied the Divine Beasts, that is, in the time before the Great Calamity. According to her research, the orbs located on Ruta's shoulders are mechanisms that can control the water it generates. However, they require electricity to work. These orbs are clearly out of control now because there is no electricity coursing through to stop them. Segin, who is quite resistant for a Zora, hit one with a shock arrow. Sure enough, it slowed the water for a bit. Unfortunately, as an aquatic race, we Zora are terribly vulnerable to the power of electricity. Perhaps because we could not safely strike it with enough electricity at once, the water soon returned to its full force. That is why I went in search of a Hylian who could help us. Link, I am certain you have already figured this out, but we need you to use shock arrows to get those orbs working properly again. I will aid you in any way I can, of course. Please, hero, I beg of you. Help me stop Ruta's rampage of destruction. What? Princess Zelda herself instructed you to board the Divine Beast and appease it from within? So then Princess Zelda is still alive? Yes, in Hyrule Castle. I do not believe it. She was alive this whole time just as you were. The events of 100 years ago cannot be altered, it is true. But if we can regain control of the Divine Beasts, they may yet prove useful in sealing Calamity Ganon once and for all. I did not know you had such grand ambitions, Link. Wondrous. Naturally, I shall help too. Once it has stopped rampaging, you can easily climb inside it. Come, Link, let us appease Ruta together. I'm in, let's do this. Thank you, Link. Truly, we are in your debt. Our goal is the same. That means our meeting was nothing short of destiny. Now then, allow me to offer you this gift as a show of faith. So long as you wear this, you can ascend waterfalls just like a Zora. Please take good care of it. King Dorothan. Surely you do not really intend to give this outsider the Zora armor. Countless generations of Zora princesses have gifted that armor to the one they have sworn to marry. Princess Mipha made that one there with her own hands. It is far too important to entrust to a shady Hylian. He may be a champion, but Mipha had no such relationship with him, so why should he receive such an honor? This is just too much, my liege. I do not understand it one bit. That Muzu is not easily swayed once his mind is set. You must understand, he was in charge of educating my dear daughter, Mipha. Naturally, she means a lot to him, just as she means the world to us. Ever since we lost her to the Calamity, he has grown to despise Hylians. I hope you can forgive his rudeness. But what shall we do now? I tasked Muzu with finding the shock arrows we will need to appease Vah Ruta, but now he has rushed off in a huff. Link, do not let his words concern you. I will work this out with Muzu. I shall return shortly. Sidon, I suppose that means you are going to tell him. Link, Muzu is most likely at the square down below. Would you mind going down there? I would like you to try to speak with him. Before I do, though, Zelda has some comments.
King Dorothan rules over the Zora and is father to Mipha. He's known for his incredible strength. In fact, he fights with his fins rather than wielding a weapon. One of the guards here even told me excitedly about an army of monsters who were eradicated with a single blow from the king.
Yeah, so this guy is really powerful. Now, run the beast without the armor. I don't think it's possible to get in without the armor. Actually, no, it probably is if you aim your arrows well, but I am definitely not good enough to do that. You came all the way here, but it was in vain. I have no desire to speak with you. Listen well, Muzu. There is something you need to know. He who stands here, the man called Link, is the one whom my sister Mipha had feelings for. I was only a child then, so I did not know it myself at the time. But it is so. I grew up hearing my father tell stories, some of which were about my sister's undying love for a Hylian named Link. What? No. You cannot fool me with such a fanciful lie. Not this, Zora. How could Lady Mipha possibly have feelings for a Hylian like him? The facts are clear. He remembers nothing, even when he looks upon Princess Mipha's statue. It is the truth, Muzu. Though you never knew it, he was ever in Mipha's heart.
I was thinking, this reminds me of the time we first met. You were just a reckless child, always getting yourself hurt at every turn. Every time, I would heal you, just as I'm doing right now. I thought it was funny how, being a Hylian, you looked grown up so much faster than I did. I was always willing to heal your wounds, even back then. So if this Calamity Ganon does in fact return, what can we really do? We just don't seem to know much about what we'll be up against. But know this, that no matter how difficult this battle might get, if anyone ever tries to do you harm, then I will heal you. No matter when or how bad the wound, I hope you know that I will always protect you. Once this whole thing is over, maybe things can go back to how they used to be when we were young. You know, perhaps we could spend some time together.
What's the matter, Link? Are you unwell? You are quivering like a hatchling. Whatever is the matter? Mipha, I remember. What? Do not mistake me for a fool, Hylian. There is no way you remembered her just now when it is most convenient. In any case, without any solid proof, I cannot possibly take you at your word. If you have any such proof, now is the time to show it. Do so, and I shall tell you how to get those shock arrows. Yes, as well as anything else you wish to know. The stubborn fool. Lucky for us, we have proof. Link, go ahead and show Muzu the Zora armor my father gave you. The Zora armor looks so cool. Muzu, look closely at the clothes Link is wearing. You really think changing your clothes is going to make me... Eh? What in there? That is the Zora armor from before. Lady Mipha made that by hand, and yet it fits you perfectly. What is the meaning of this? Now you understand, do you not? Now you know who her heart belonged to and who she made this special armor for. The fact that this armor fits Link perfectly should be proof enough that Mipha made it for him and him alone. You have always disliked Hylians, even before the Great Calamity. That is why Mipha never told you. Now that you know, you must promise to help him save us all, Muzu. Please, tell us where we can find the shock arrows we need. Knowing you, I bet you have already figured it out. I never would have imagined she would make that special armor for one such as he. I do not approve of asking for help from a Hylian, but I suppose it is our only option at this point. I am a proud Zora. That means I must take responsibility for my unwarranted behaviour towards you. As promised, I shall tell you where you can collect as many shock arrows as you will need. That tall mountain over yonder. It is called Ploymus Mountain, and there you will also find Shatterback Point. A terrifying creature has made its home up there. This awful beast shoots volley after volley of shock arrows. Even a single one could be fatal to a Zora. Aha! You must mean that Lionel. He is a man-beast, that one. That beast does indeed wield shock arrows. That is certainly one way to collect them quickly. He is vicious, to be sure, but I am certain Link will rise to the challenge. In order to appease the Divine Beast, I estimate that you will need, at least 20 shock arrows. Do you think you can gather that many? Why do you still doubt him, Muzu? I have no doubt he will be triumphant. Okay, Link, let's get moving. The fastest way to Ploymus Mountain is to ascend the waterfall east of the domain. That Zora armor should come in handy. Just swim to the waterfall basin and then go up the waterfall from there. I'll wait at the East Reservoir Lake right by the Divine Beast. Gather at least 20 shock arrows and then come join me. I'm on it. Wonderful. Together we shall stop that Divine Beast's onslaught. I love Mipha, she's so sweet. She has a really beautiful theme as well. The poor girl had no idea what was waiting for her. Hey, Sap, welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Everyone has the hots for Link. Less so Breath of the Wild Link, but Ocarina of Time Link had like 5 girls gunning for him. That dude had game. We joke about Link liking fish waifus, but I guess it's equally weird for a Zora to like a human. You know, I never thought of it that way, but that is a very good point. Get schooled, Muzu. Is apparently not an intentional fish pun. Sorry, I was just admiring that fish. So one thing I do really like about the Zora armor is it's not just like an immunity thing or a stat increase. It actually gives you a new ability. There's actually some kind of ability progression in this game. And I kind of wish it did more of this. Because it does evoke that classic Zelda feeling. Plus, this is cool. Right, so I'm thinking I'm not going to waste too much time fighting the Lionel. I've already fought a Lionel on stream, so I don't need to prove that I can do it. And I'm pretty sure it was a stronger one than this one. I mainly just want to get the arrows and then get on with things. Okay, I think I already have a few of them. Yeah, I've already got 11. I'll see how many I can get up here. I don't necessarily have to stop at 20. The more I can get, the better. Yeah, I think the Lionel is just more proof, though, that they really did intend for you to do this Divine Beast first. Because it's, for most people, it's probably their first encounter with a Lionel. And it's very much a situation where you kind of get to know what they can do without necessarily needing to fight one. But you also can't just run away and avoid it. He knows I'm here. He's seen me. Admittedly, I wasn't very stealthy there. Ow! Okay, you know what? Fuck it. Actually, I'm going to hang on to the Master Sword. I was attempting to ult for stealth, but I blew it almost immediately. Oh, that tree's gone down. Okay, I should probably put some better armor on. There we go. That was cutting it a little bit close there. There we go, got him, nice. I would definitely like to take the bow. Let's get rid of that one. How many arrows am I on now? Okay, I can collect a few more, though, while I'm here. Oh, thank you for taking care of that, Ben. Oh, shit, there's a blood moon. Right, I need to collect these arrows and get the fuck out of here. That is quite possibly the worst time blood moon I have ever had. Round 2. No. God, there really is a lot of them up here, isn't there? There's definitely more than 20 here. The Lionels seem to reuse the code for horses. Have you seen you can mod the game to ride them normally? Wait, what? No, I've not seen that. Please put a video in the Discord. Whew. Quite the view from up here. Also, hello. Did you really think you can hide from me, Mr. Shrine? Right, while I'm up here, Zelda has some stuff to say.
The Zora used Shatterback Point as an area to demonstrate their courage. I understand this was once a crowded and lively place. Many young people came to test their mettle. But ever since a Lionel took residence in the mountain, no one dares go near. No one except Sidon, I fear. Mifa expressly told him not to go, but I got a look in his eye when she did.
Oh, Sidon, ever the hero. I think that is technically a reference to something that happens in Age of Calamity, actually. Because there is a boss fight there involving a Lionel and Sidon. I can even take them to the stables and it treats them as if they're the big horse. That's really cool. I need to see this mod. Right. Zelda also has something to say about the dam. Or rather, the Divine Beast.
Divine Beast Vah Ruta is named after the Zora sage. I wonder if it was submerged in water by the King of Hyrule when the reservoir was made. In any case, I have heard that its trunk, capable of releasing vast amounts of water, lowered when Mifa approached. A clear invitation for her, almost as though it was an old friend.
So yeah, there we go. Some confirmation that the Divine Beasts are indeed named after the Ocarina of Time sages, or Wind Waker in the case of Meadow. Right then, Sidon. Let me just eat some food, get ready. Actually, maybe I should cook something before I go in. I'm hoping there's a cooking pot round here. Otherwise, I'm going to have to very sheepishly go back to the domain. Well, I guess I'm going back to the domain. Okay, that guy is still doing whatever he's doing. There is somewhere that I can cook here, right? Yeah, there we go. Never thought to cook the hearty ingredients by themselves. I just prefer to, because that way I have more full heals. I know technically if you mix them together, it stacks the amount of yellow hearts you get, but I just find it a bit more efficient this way. Alright, let's get some attack boosts. Maybe some defense boosts would be good if I've got the stuff for it. Oh yeah, let's make a surf and turf. I love a surf and turf. Okay, that'll probably do. Shame I don't have the travel medallion, so I'm gonna have to walk all the way back. Okay, let's get myself ready for this as well. Right then, Sidon, I hope you're ready, because I am. And I hope you guys are ready, because when this kicks off, we're going to be listening to what is probably my favourite of the 4 Attack the Divine Beast themes. Glad to see you're ready to go, Link. Are you ready for this? Do you have your Zora armor and enough shock arrows? Yeah, I'm ready. Wonderful. You never cease to amaze, Link. Now then, let us go and appease that Divine Beast as one. Here we go. Gaze now upon the Divine Beast's back. Do you see those glowing pink orbs? You will need to shoot each of them with a shock arrow. With your Zora armor, you now have the ability to ascend waterfalls. So I shall take you right up to the side of the Divine Beast, and from there you can swim up and take aim. I know you can do it. I believe in you. Now hurry up and get on my back. I'm ready. Good answer. Let's get going. Okay, here we go. Ha! I am unstoppable in the water. Ruta is responding to our presence. I'll move away and wait for an opening before we approach. I'll keep going at full speed. It's up to you to ward off Ruta's attacks. Are you ready? Divine Beast Vah Ruta will undoubtedly use its ancient and mysterious powers against us. That includes hurling giant ice blocks that we will need to watch out for. I shall leave those to you.
Let's find an opening. We're getting closer. Go! Can we get rid of that ice? Here you go. Any shot? Go! That's it.
Link, look. The water spouting from Ruta has slowed down. Ruta is floating higher now. You wanted to venture inside it, right? I'll bring you closer. We're counting on you, hero. Do good work in there.
Well, Link, here we are. Looks like this is where the real work starts. Best of luck. Nice job cutting off the water flow from this Divine Beast. Show the enemy no fear. I'll see you back at Zora's domain. Farewell. Finish the job, Link.
You're here. I must say that I am so happy to see that this day has finally arrived. Now, Ruta can be freed of Ganon's control. You'll need a map to prevent you from getting lost. The guidance stone there contains the information that you will need.
So with the previous Divine Beasts, I complained a lot about the build-up and how there wasn't really any, and that kind of hurts the dungeons a bit. And I'm happy to say that I'm not going to be complaining about that a third time. Not today. Because the quest leading up to Vah Ruta is potentially my favourite of the four of them. What it does well is that it starts the quest before you get to Zora's domain. It makes getting there actually part of the quest. It puts a restriction on you, it makes it feel engaging, you're not just walking there, and you're actually interacting with Sidon the whole time. There's a reason that Sidon is by far the most memorable of the four champion successors, because you spend the most time with him. All of the others you meet once or twice and then attack the Divine Beast, and that is it. Whereas with Sidon, you get this whole journey with him, You have so many moments with him in Zora's Domain itself as well. It helps that the Zoras themselves remember Link. It makes the story have more of a personal connection, more emotional stakes, which is really, really nice. The Gorons and the Rito, they didn't really have that. They didn't realise that this was the Link from 100 years ago. You get a mid-boss fight with a Lionel, essentially. You don't have to fight him, but that is a really, really cool addition that makes the quest feel that much more fleshed out. And then the fight against Vah Ruta is really cool as well. Amazing music, and like Sam said, I really like how they use Cryonis to spice up the boss fight. It's just cool. Cryonis is an underappreciated rune, and it is nice to see it used in a combat situation. Right, but you also know the drill for Divine Beast. We're going to be listening to the music as it evolves as we go. So let's start. So one thing that I like about Ruta's theme compared to the other two that we've heard so far is that the melody doesn't wait until Terminal 1 to begin. It's there right from the beginning, which just makes it feel that much more distinct from the other two. And it's a nice melody as well. I love the piano. It's kind of haunting and tragic in a way, which fits given the situation that we're in here. He thought he was going to do something to me.
Good. You've obtained the map of the Divine Beast. You will see several glowing points on your map which represent the terminals that control Ruta. Take Ruta back by activating all of the terminals. Be careful.
Alright, here we go. The Divine Beast begins properly. And terminal number 1 is right here. Nice and convenient.
There are 4 terminals remaining. Don't give up.
The theme really bursts into life with Terminal 1. So many more instruments come into it, and they really add to the somber feeling of the piece. And I feel like this is one of the tracks where you can most prominently hear the Morse code. Like, it is really, really noticeable in this one. I think this was where I first noticed it, when I was listening to the themes. Oh, I forgot there was something down it. Okay, I thought there was a reason to come down here, but I'm not seeing one. One thing I do like about Ruta in particular is, because it's in quite a calm area, you can just see the scenery around you. With Meadow, you're really, really high up, and then with Rudania, you're in the volcano. But it is quite cool to just be in a dungeon and just see the outside like this. I've always found that kind of thing fascinating, and I don't know why. Just makes the dungeons feel more like a part of the world, I guess. Oh, hello. Well, that's probably it for the combat in the dungeon, besides the boss. I'm pretty sure I could get over there, but I'm not sure if there's actually anything over there. Okay, this is a cool puzzle, I'll admit. Right, Terminal 2, let's go.
There are 3 terminals remaining. You can do it.
There's this really weird pulsing sound that they add into the mix with Terminal 2. It is, it's quite creepy. Right, I believe that's all I can do here for now. May be able to get up there and get that chest, actually. Yep, there we go, nice. I do like that you can look down into the boss chamber from here. Right, okay, this one. Right, I guess this is where the Divine Beast gimmick is going to come into play, and it does have a fairly unique one compared to the 2 that I've done so far. It doesn't feel like a rehashing of the same idea like Meadow and Rudania did. It actually uses the element that the Divine Beast is known for. And bam. Okay, terminal number 3 time.
There are 2 terminals remaining. You're nearly there.
So there's a bit of a creepy hum, as well as this quite high-pitched sound they've added here. Again, they are really dedicated to just raising the tension with this one. To just unsettle you. Okay, good. It's not a weapon. Don't have to faff around while that's about to come down on me. Right, so, just trying to remember what I do here. I think I come down here, and then I have it turn the other way. And then I kind of ride it up, if I'm remembering correctly. Right, let's get a shortcut. And then I guess I'm waiting for this chest to come back around. Yes, this does look like the UK. It really does. And you can verify that now since you've been. I feel no desperate need for that weapon. Ow. Right, so I think I want to raise it so I can glide back over. Then bring it back all the way to the bottom. Oh, nice. Enjoy X. Love me some X. Right, then let's ride this back up. Okay, a little bit more, I think.
Just one terminal remaining. I have faith in you.
Those creepy noises seem to be taking over the piece at this point. And I think there was a second layer of piano that's been added there as well. Right. Get rid of you. And you. Yeah, I might have an easier time if I do this from over here. Or not. Alright, let's get the water in. Okay, I think I overdid it. Okay. Time for the final terminal.
You activated all the terminals. Now you can start the main control unit. There should be a new glowing mark on your map. Head there. Be careful not to let your guard down.
And like usual with the final terminal, the tempo really increases. But what I appreciate is that the piano medley itself stays fairly slow. I think it helps keep the somber atmosphere intact even with the faster tempo. All in all, it's a fairly subtle evolution, this Divine Beast theme. But I do quite like the piece itself. I think it absolutely nails the atmosphere. It's very somber and sad, which kind of fits for me as a champion. I think I do still prefer the main melody of Meadow. I think that is probably my favourite of the four, but this one is definitely a close second. Rudania's was alright, and then I don't really remember Naboris's, so that'll be interesting to hear again when I finally get there. Right then, enough dilly-dallying, it's boss time.
Creations. I put up as much of a fight as I could, but it proved to be my demise 100 years ago. Regardless, I believe that you are well prepared for this moment. I have faith in you.
Right, here we go. Thank you for the good luck, Sam. And what the hell do you mean neutral luck, Sam? Better than bad luck, I suppose. Now, the one downside this boss has is that they make you pick up a ton of shock arrows, and, well, they do quite a number to this guy. Right, let's get my good old Master Sword out for that 60 power boost. Nice. Okay, not quite to the halfway mark. It would be too easy if I have good luck. All right, fair enough. You've made your you've made a good point there. Bad luck? No, we definitely don't want that. Oh shit, my bow broke, didn't it? There we go.
Now's your chance.
Oh, bugger. No, no, don't want to be in the water. Yeah, I really like the theme that plays at the end of each Divine Beast. There's a reason why a version of it is my end screen music. Anyway, so Vah Ruta, I will admit I have a soft spot for Vah Ruta, and that is mainly because on my first playthrough it was the first Divine Beast that I ever played, so a lot of the problems that I associate with the Divine Beasts, I didn't really notice them until after I'd done Vah Ruta. However, looking at it objectively, it does still suffer from all of them. It is easy. The puzzles really don't require too much brain power. It does have a unique Divine Beast mechanic with the trunk compared to what the others have, but I don't think it really makes enough use of it. Water dungeons in Zelda are known for being really, really complex, and you have to do a lot of playing around with water levels and stuff like that. And I feel like this dungeon kind of pays lip service to that idea, but it doesn't really delve into it all that much. The boss, though, I will give it, is probably the best of the Blight Ganons that we've seen so far, which isn't a high bar. I did just demolish it pretty easily, but that's because I've come in doing this as my third Divine Beast. I had like 40 shock arrows, Lionel gear, the Master Sword. But when I did it on my first playthrough, it actually gave me a fair bit of a challenge. The spear being as long as it is quite a unique weapon to play around, and then it actually changes up the arena by raising the water, which can definitely make it extra tricky. Of the three I've fought so far, it is the only one that actually somewhat resembles a boss fight, I would say. So, still overall mixed on Vah Ruta, but I think overall I like it more than the previous two that I've done. Also, getting slightly ahead of myself and talking about Tears of the Kingdom a little bit, I think this is the only Divine Beast where I prefer the Divine Beast to the Tears of the Kingdom dungeon. Oh boy, that's going to be a conversation when we get there. Right, let's finish this up. Let's set me for free.
Hello, Link. Because of your courage, my spirit is now free. And Ruta as well. Thank you. For I am now allowed by this freedom to be with you once again. healing power would be wasted on me. I have no need of it. So therefore, I would like you to have it. Please accept Mifa's grace. Yesterday, I was awash in a pool of tears. I had nearly given up hope and resigned myself to being trapped here as a spirit for the rest of eternity. But now you're here. All this time, my hope was to see you once more. Promise me that you will not hesitate to call upon my power if you ever find yourself in need. Knowing that will let my spirit rest in peace. I must go. Ruta and I have our roles to fulfill. We are both honored to be able to play the role of support. We'll annihilate Ganon together. Farewell. Save her, Link. Save the princess. Save Princess Zelda. A way to be useful to Link, and the other champions, of course. Our job will be to help Link as he fights Ganon inside the castle, however we can. Using your ability to drain Ganon of his power is key to our success. This is it. This will be our last chance, and everyone's last hope. If we seal him away, then we can restore peace to Hyrule. And both your duty and mine will be fulfilled. Father, are you well, I wonder? I want you to know I have always followed my heart. I'm sorry I made you worry. I wish I could see you again. Even just once more.
Hey, welcome in raiders! Thank you Hasei for bringing your raid over here. How was your stream? I hope you had a good one. You were playing Pragmata. Oh, I've been wanting to check that out. That does, from what I've seen of it, that looks really, really cool and really adorable. I think it's going to break my heart if I play it one day. But yeah, thank you everyone for coming across. I hope you had a good time over with Hasei. Welcome on in. My name is Ben. I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch. And I say variety, I am in the process of replacing my variety with Oops, all Zelda. starting with Breath of the Wild, a game I've already streamed. Right, let's go and wrap this up. So, Mipha's Grace, I think, is probably my most used of the champion skills. Not by choice. It is an automatic fairy, essentially. It is incredibly helpful, and the amount of times I've just been clipped by an attack that killed me in combat and needed it to bring me back is uncountable. Link, you did well to survive your trial. I have been awaiting for your return. The violent downpour has disappeared, as has the threat to Zora's domain. It is all little more than a bad dream now. Thanks to your efforts, there is no longer any danger of a great flood laying waste to Hyrule. You appeased the Divine Beast Vah Ruta and thusly saved Zora's domain. We are all truly grateful. What you did for us is more than we could have ever expected of you. Link, I must sincerely apologize for my harsh treatment of you. That whole time you were thinking of Hyrule's and Lady Mipha's well-being, just like the rest of us. All of the members of our council humbly fold our fins back in gratitude, along with the rest of our people. Perhaps the older generation of Zora, myself included, misunderstood Hylians after all. It would seem so. That said, I would be overjoyed if you could find it in your heart to forgive me. If not now, then perhaps one day. Link, I must reward your efforts. Now then, I implore you to collect the treasure inside that chest over there. It was cherished by Mipha, a memento of sorts. I would like you to have it as a token of our friendship. Please take good care of it. Oh, but I see you already awakened the sword that seals the darkness. Perhaps you do not have need of this after all. What you have there is a legendary blade that only you can wield. You must take great care of it. Link, all of the Zora thank you from the depths of our hearts for your heroic and selfless work. And you too, Sidon. As your father, I am proud of you for fighting the Divine Beast alongside Link. You have grown much recently. I know you will be a worthy heir when your time comes. Father, I thank you. The heavy rains have stopped, and the Divine Beast is our ally once again. How glorious. Truly splendid. Link, this is wonderful. Link, thank you so much. Truly, I could never thank you enough. You helped save our home from vanishing away. This calls for a top-tier expression of gratitude. Zozo, rah rah rah. With all my heart, thank you. There we go, that is 3 out of 4 Divine Beasts down. Let me grab this trident. And I don't have room for it, of course. Silly me expecting to have used my weapons inside the Divine Beast. On what, all 2 of the enemies in there? Right, okay, I think that is a good moment to take a quick break, and then when I get back, I guess I'll probably just do some shrines. I kind of want to buy the house as well, so I'm thinking I'll make that the goal for the rest of the stream. Going in any particular order? Not really. I deliberately didn't do this one first, because I always do. And then I was heading this way anyway, so I did Vah Rudania. Then I did Meadow second, because I wanted Bravali's Gale, and then I like to save Naboris for last, because it's the hardest of them. Right, anyway, I will see you all in a few moments.
something a bit meatier.
Right, I'm back. Looks like we're mid-ad. Okay, great timing, Ben. Okay, right, let's go and do this shrine that I saw then. Let's get that out the way, and then it's time to go and buy a house. Because in video games, you get to live out your most unrealistic fantasies. And it spawned me on the wrong side. Lovely. Okay, if I'm remembering which shrine this is... Yeah, coming at it from above is going to be the best way to go. I think there's a bunch of spikes around it, and I don't think they're flammable. And I'm going to ignore that Korok so that I can maintain my altitude, but I do see it. I'm not invisible to the Koroks. Or not oblivious to the Koroks is the correct word. Invisible. That's not the right word at all. I think that hole there is another Korok as well. Really hope I have some stamina food or I might not make it. Okay, no, wind has stopped. I'm gonna make it. Oh, God, it's this one. Ever collect all the Korok seeds? Yes. On both this and Tears of the Kingdom, because I am insane. Oh, I fucking hate this one. Oh. Balls. Okay. So that's just gonna douse the one there. So that lights that one. That lights that one. Oh shit, I did it. Okay. That was easier than I remember it being. Yeah, that one has definitely been a massive pain in the arse for me before. You're absolutely right, Hussein. Why are they not setting on fire? There we go. Okay, sweet, an opal. I'm gonna need all the opals and stuff I can get because I think I need 3,000 rupees for the house. I also do have 4 spirit orbs now, so I think that is a good excuse to go over to Hateno. See if I've got enough ores to actually sell and get the house. I think I am going to need to grind wood as well. I think you need 30. The one downside to these longer streams on the Saturday now is with the old 3 and 3 format, a Divine Beast fit nicely into a stream, and I didn't have to do much else. But now, I've got to find stuff to do for the second half of the stream. Not that I mind. Right, where is this? I think I'm on top of the shop, aren't I? Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Can't believe he just insinuated that I would steal stuff. Right, so that's 1.5. Take all of those. Take all of those. And there's my 3,000, nice. Where's Bolton gone? Is he behind the building? Hey, Monty. I assume you've been lurking. Friend asked you to join PSN party. Didn't want to miss stream, so you lurked with your headset. Fair enough. I appreciate that. Do enjoy a good lurker here. And you're back. Your house is your go-to sledgehammer stock. Yeah, it is very useful for that. Yeah, there are a few nice places on the map with consistent spawns. I think I need to wait until day. Bolson is not here. Hudson is. Bolson's not. But yeah, I hope you had a good time playing with your friend. Hopefully you were playing something fun. Ah, yes, 30 wood. Okay. How many do I have now? None! Okay, I'm starting completely from scratch. Another one I remember is the Forest Tower. The one with the skull on top of it. There is a Royal Claymore, like, buried into the skull. And that's the main one that I usually go back for. You were playing Breath of the Wild while he played 2K PGA Tour. Ah, so you weren't playing together, you were just talking. Fair enough. Well, I hope you both had a nice chat. Right, could you, leave me be, Mr. Bokoblin? I'm trying to cut trees. I'm a very busy man. You know what I forgot to do between streams? I forgot to turn in all my Korok seeds with Hesty. I've been very, very busy. There's been a certain other game on my mind recently. No prizes for guessing what. Okay, right, on to Ben's patented don't waste any weapons method of cutting down trees. Just use bombs. Explosions solve all of your problems. That was only 10? Good lord. Oh, I forgot how annoying this was. I didn't pick up Tomodachi. That's fair enough. It's not for everyone. Yoshi and the Mysterious Book, Rhythm Heaven, and Splatoon Raiders are all on your launch day radar. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely getting Splatoon Raiders. Love me some Splatoon. Probably won't be getting Yoshi myself. Just not my kind of game. And then I've not heard of Saros. Yeah, I think the next launch day game I get will be Splatoon Raiders. There aren't any more coming out that I can think of that I'm that interested in. I think the gaming thing I'm currently most excited for is Hollow Knight Silksong Sea of Sorrow, I think it was called, the DLC. Which we just had the last update before that's due out, so that should be pretty soon. And I'm very excited for that. I loved Silksong. I mean, it should be no surprise that I loved Silksong because I adored the first game. Easily 2 of my favourite games of all time. I'm also really hoping the rumoured Switch 2 version of Pikmin 4 is real. Because I would like some more content for that game. Because I like Pikmin. It's the first PS5 exclusive to come out you've wanted since Ratchet and Clank and Returnal. It's a sequel to Returnal. Oh, I didn't realise it was getting a sequel. Right. Yeah, I've heard of Returnal. Well, yeah, I hope when it comes out, I hope it's good and I hope you enjoy it. I myself do not have a PS5. I made the mistake of when I had a choice of console and getting the other one, a decision I now quite firmly regret. Although I'll be replacing it with a PC this year anyway. Okay, 2 more, and then I'm there. Oh, that's very nice of them to buy you a PS5. It's not a cheap present by any means. Right, there we go. Let's go get me a house. Oh, it's the same friend, nice. Yeah, I suppose if they bought you it, you can't exactly say no to chatting with them on it. That would be a bit rude. Oh, the downside of recording all of those Tomodachi videos last week is my my throat is absolutely shot today. Hey! You ready to deliver 30 wood bundles? Yeah. Okie doo! I'll grab them from you. All I needed to see. Good faith wood. You're obviously serious about this, and now I know it. So as promised, I'll sell you this old house for the low price of 3,000 rupees. Once you've got the money together, come grab me. Well, I've already got that. Hi! Did you get 3,000 rupees together? I did. Seriously? You're really gonna give me 3,000 rupees? Like, with 3 zeros? You aren't just posturing? No way! Talk about Studley. I'll just take that off your hands. Yeah, I am Studley. Thanks for the sweet investment. Spending so much money on anything at your age, it's just so Studley. There's a weapon mount in there that never sentences. There's a weapon mount in there that never sold. Consider it a housewarming gift. Hope you get some use out of it. So, next job time, baby. What did I have lined up again? Oh yeah, that's what's next. I was going to send Hudson up Akala way to clear some land. Hi. Oh, I have to actually talk to Hudson. Ah, well, as long as you were playing the game you enjoyed, Monty, that's what matters. And as long as you had a nice time with them. Yeah? What are you doing? Taking a break. By the way, did you buy that house? Yes. Impressive. You're just a pup. Come again? Don't worry about it. Anyway. What? Looks like I've got to head out and leave this place soon. Why? I've been transferred. Might have heard, but Bolson Construction is planning to expand big time. That's great. Yeah, big expansion. Where will you go? Zora's domain is north of here. We're going north of that, though. An area called the Akala region. That's pretty far. Yeah. Well, good luck. Okay, then. I love how, like, just short and to the point his sentences are. Well, no time like the present, right? I should be getting on my way. If you'd like, you should come to the Akala region and say hello. Well, take care of yourself. You can hear both him and the stream pretty well. Nice. It's nice when you get a good balance. Right, Bolson, I'd like to buy some stuff for my house. So the both of us sort of hit a personal milestone, huh? Time to kick back and get leisurely, baby. Though you look a bit judgmental for such a fine moment. You're looking at me like we should both keep working at it. Heh, you don't even have to say it. Oh wow, I just brought a house and it's totally empty and depressing. Oh sure, that's you to a T. I see it in your eyes. Yup, I was just like you about a lifetime ago. So tell you what, let me help by taking care of furniture, or the exterior, or anything really for 5,000 rupees. Actually no, scratch that. For you, let's start at 100 rupees. Just cruise on by whenever you have the spending cash and we'll talk. Well, I do have some more gemstones that I can sell, so... I don't know if I'm going to bother maxing out the house, but... I will sell what I have and see what I can buy. I mean, the only thing I'd use these gemstones for is upgrading armor, and I don't think I even have the armor that they upgrade, so... I'll take the money, please. Rightio, on me way. Right, I could head over to Tarrytown to fill up the stream, but I'm thinking I'd like to save that for when I can actually finish it. I've not been to Gerudo yet. Is the fashion designer in this game? No, I don't think she is. I want a sign. Those are some noises. Then... I would like a bed. That would be very useful. Those are the sounds of a man who's been given a lot of wood. Good one. A door would be nice as well, actually. What is going on with Link's hood? I need a screenshot of that. The wind doesn't even look that strong. There's like a gentle breeze. What is going on? I'm sorry, it just looks stupid. You know what? I might be able to afford everything. I'm probably not even going to use these mounts, but since I can afford them, I've got nothing better to spend the money on. I hate that I have to wait for him to sit down before I can talk to him again. It's so annoying. I feel like they did that on purpose. Yeah, true. Didn't you have to do that, like, one level at a time? I mean, to be fair, Breath of the Wild has a lot of that as well. You can only do one stash with Hestu at a time as well. Wait, where are you going? No, we're not done. We're done when I say we're done. I've got rupees to spend. You get your bum back here, Bolson. Each attribute one level at a time, and you had to go all the way to 100. Ugh. Sonic Frontiers, more like Menu Frontiers.
Hey?
Oh!
Yeah, let's get some flowers then, why not? And some trees. Let's make this really nice.
Oh. Ah!
Oh, look at those. Cute. You've heard the same bloody Chicago town ad so many times today. Oh, that is the worst when you just get the same ad over and over.
Oh. Hi.
Oh! Ah!
Well, there we go. The house is complete. A dream that I can only experience in Breath of the Wild. Look at this place. Look how cute it is. It's small, but it does the job. Okay, right. While I decide what I'm going to do next, because I technically still have an hour to kill, I should probably refill my drink. Right, so I'm thinking I don't want to start Divine Beast 4 today. But since I'm here and I'm close to Mount Lanayru, I'm thinking I might as well try climbing it because there is something cool up there. And then we'll see how long that takes and then I'll decide what I'm doing after that. That might potentially be a good spot to end the stream, even if it is slightly early. Oh, actually, while I'm here, where is the goddess statue in this town? I do have 4 spirit orbs. There it is. I'll take a stamina vessel, please. Right, let's get myself ready for this climb. It's gonna be a toughie. suppose once I've done this, are there any memories that I could easily do? Oh, there's a few, yeah. Around Hyrule Field. Yeah, I'll probably do those after this. It's a shame Adam's lurking. Here's that snow he was wishing for. Yeah, look at that up there. Ganon spilt his juice on something. Oh, that's way high in the sky. I can't be bothered to get that. That's too far out of my way. I thought it was going to be on that other peak, but no. Oh, you're not an ice one. Shit. I set you on fire for no reason. You'll be hunting Lynels and Hinox in your playthrough. You want more electric arrows? Oh yeah, they are really good. You always need more of them. Yeah, I was, on my 100% file, I was always hunting down Lynels for the weapons. I feel like I probably should be fighting these enemies rather than just running past them all. Ow. Okay, that's why I was running past them all. Okay, nice, got him. You have done well to find your way to this spring. You who have overcome numerous trials and obtained the spirit orbs. The one you see before you is an attendant to the Spring of Wisdom. This is Nadra, the blue spirit of Lanayru. This servant of the goddess has looked over the spirits of this land for ages, unknown to the world of man. However, the dreaded malice unleashed by Calamity Ganon has possessed its body and reduced it to this state. You who have received the spirit orbs, free Nadra from this malice. Show what your power can achieve. Now, I don't know why they chose to turn this particular dragon into a boss fight, unlike the others, but I like that they did. A lot of the stuff you can find in the world of Breath of the Wild is very homogenized, which is something I've complained about before, where it's always like one of the same few things. And I like that this is something unique that you can find. Right, let's give chase. Yeah, I'm gonna need to get higher. Okay, got that one. I do remember it flying further down. There we go. I was going to say. I'm sure it started flying down the mountain at some point. Use ravioli. I didn't think of that. I is big dum-dum. Come on, open up. Oh god, it's literally blowing me away. Okay, right. Sam had a good suggestion. Let's use Rivali's Gale. Okay, it's still closed. And there we go, I think that's it. There we go, pretty cool mini-boss. Thanks to your efforts, Nadra, the spirit of Mount Lanayru, has been freed from the grips of an evil power. But a single ceremony remains. Now loose your arrow through the body of Naedra to 3 the spirit of this region.
Daruk's protection is now ready to roll.
That is the spirit Naedra's scale. It fell when your arrow struck. It serves as proof of the courage you received from the one who served the spring since ancient times. Come, offer a scale from the blue spirit Naedra to the spring of wisdom. Naedra's like, wait, what? Your path has shown itself. Now go forth. Oh yeah, now it's shrine time. Ooh, a frost spear. That's nice. That, I know where that'll come in handy. That'll keep me nice and cool in the desert. Right, okay, so I'm thinking I'll head to the plateau because the memory that I want to get is pretty close. Hey, Frankie, been lurking a while playing Fortnite. Thank you for the lurk, that is really appreciated. Hope you're having some good games. Have a good night. Hope you have a good rest. Right, I'm thinking I'm going to get the memory on the lake, and then the memory where the white horse is. And I'll get the white horse while I'm at it, because why not? I don't think I'm going to get the memory close to the castle. I think I'll save that for when I actually go to the castle. And then I'll do these 2 memories and the horse, and then I think that's probably a good place to call it. I don't mind calling it a little bit early today. I do have to be awake in the morning, unfortunately. And my voice is kind of sore. Okay, so that ruin there is the one in the photo. Yeah, for definite. And then they're facing towards the dueling peaks. I think they're probably across the river. You refuse to fast travel. That is dedication, and I commend you for that. I do not have the patience for that. Like, especially in Tears of the Kingdom, you'll see that it's possible, but it is quite difficult to do it without fast travel. Very tedious. Alright, here we go. Here's the memory.
From here, we'll make our way to Goron City. Then, we'll need some adjustments on that Divine Beast so Daruk can manage it as easily as possible. He's figured out how to get it to move. However, it's apparent that we still have much more to learn. But to think, that Divine Beast was actually built by people. That means we should be able to understand how it works and how to use it to our advantage. These Divine Beasts... so much we don't know, but if we want to turn back Calamity Ganon, they're our best hope. Tell me the truth. How proficient are you right now wielding that sword on your back? Legend says that an ancient voice resonates inside it. Can you hear it yet, hero?
An ancient voice, eh? I wonder who that could be. Alright, Vulcan, thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a good evening. Gotta work on a 7 AM wake up now that you're back at work. Ugh. Yeah, that doesn't sound too fun. But anyway, yeah, I hope you enjoy work on Monday. Hopefully it's a good job and not a crappy job. Right, if I head over to the stable, I can get my horse and the quest. Yeah, you'll have to let everyone know how it is once you've had your first day. Yeah, see you later. I can hear the sword's voice. She keeps telling me I'm running low on battery. Hey, if she was in Tears of the Kingdom, Link would actually know what she's talking about. Oh no, not these guys again. Link stares at the sword. Where is this A button she keeps talking about? The poor boy is baffled. Right, Keith, can you, like, not? And Hedward's back as well. Hold on, where are you? Come on. Come on, buddy. Let's go take a walk. Let's go to a stable together. Okay, these guys really don't want me to take him. I'm curious how far they'll follow. No, they've given up. Hedward is mine now. We're reunited at last, my old friend. These guys don't like him. Hey, look! Right, Hedward. This is going to be real comfy. This is going to be life-changing for you. Oh. No, you're meant to go into the bed. No, buddy. That's not what you do. Come on, let me just get you in there. Okay, Hedward does not want to go to bed right now. He's not tired. I'll pop him on the table. Best friends. Right, you stay there. I've got a quest to go and do, so you keep hanging out. Think you do the horse quest? Yeah, let me go get it. And I will take vodka out, please. Right, Hedward. Behave yourself. I won't be long. I'll do the shrine when I get... Oh no, I've already done the shrine here. I must have done that on a previous stream. Or maybe I did that between streams. I do hope Hedward will be okay without me. I think that bridge is named after Manhandler. Right, well, here's where the memory is, and then I do believe the white horse is somewhere around here. Oh, that! Sorry, vodka. Well, I'll go the rest of the way on foot anyway.
Be sure to take the time to soothe your mount. That's the only way it will know how you truly feel. Your advice was quite helpful, thank you. And this little one and I are getting along quite well now. At first, I wasn't sure if I should outfit him with all of the royal gear. I thought maybe he should have to earn it first. But it works. He wears it like a true natural. I'm trying to be a bit more empathetic. Benefit of the doubt, you know? See that mountain? That's Mount Lanayru. It takes its name from the goddess of wisdom. Lanayru's decree is very specific. It says no one is allowed under the age of 17. For only the wise are permitted a place upon the mountain. I've prayed at the Spring of Courage and at the Spring of Power, yet neither awoke anything inside me. But maybe up there. Perhaps the Spring of Wisdom, the final of the three, will be the one. To be honest, I have no real reason to think that will be the case. But there's always the chance that the next moment will change everything. Tomorrow is my 17th birthday. So then I shall go and make my way up the mountain.
I like that memory a lot. You start off with a nice, really wholesome moment, and then it sets up the moment where everything goes to shit. And the sunset, gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Plus the main theme plays as well. Very, very lovely. Joe just started a random stream and you had to remind him to turn his mic on. Ever the pro streamer over there. What's he streaming now for anyway? It's my slot. I'm live. I could have sworn the white horse lives here. Let me just check the quest log. Yeah, Safula Hill, that's where I am now. Oh no, it's slightly south of here, okay. I think that's Safula Park ruins, not necessarily Safula Hill. Well, I've not found a horse. But I have found a Korok. So that's something. Yeah, this horse just straight up isn't here. And around here is definitely where it usually is. Oh, there's another one that kind of looks like a Epona. I'm starting to think Vodka was maybe not so rare. Although I am very happy with Vodka. She's been a loyal steed so far. There's such a gap visually between the two games. Yeah, there really is, isn't there? Oh, Scarlet looks horrendous. Yeah, the horse is not spawned in. Okay. Well, I guess I won't be getting it today then. He was make a sandwich and all you could think was, why is the table wobbling? Oh, the sandwich minigame is so dumb. It's so weird looking. And the animation, ugh. Disgraceful game, that. Disgraceful. Right, yeah, so I couldn't find the horse, so I'm thinking that's probably a good spot to finish up for today. I don't really have anything else that I can do in 25 minutes that would pad out the last, like, 25 minutes of the stream. So yeah, next time I will begin making my way into the Gerudo Desert to take on the fourth and final of the Divine Beasts. The end of the game is in sight. This has been a fairly quick playthrough, actually. I feel like it's not been that long since I started this one. Before I finish up, though, I have something pretty important I would like to talk with you guys about, and it's not quite the month end, but it pretty much is, so I might as well do that usual chat as well while I'm at it. So yeah, let's head over to the chat room. So yeah, going into May, Breath of the Wild is obviously going to continue to be the main focus. It is very, very nearly done. There's probably, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 streams left, depending on how quickly the next Divine Beast goes. Obviously, there's quite a bit to go before it. It has a fairly lengthy quest involving the Yiga clan hideout, and I only do 2 hours on a Wednesday, and that is when the next Breath of the Wild stream is, so I don't know that I can get both the hideout and the Divine Beast done in one stream. And then I probably want a final stream for the castle itself, in its own self-contained stream. But that probably does mean we will be seeing the start of the next game next month. It's not Tears of the Kingdom. We're not going straight into Tears of the Kingdom. There is a game between Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. And it's a game that I am very excited to replay. It is a game that is very, very, very dear to me. And that's all I'm going to say for now. But what I do want to talk about that is happening next month is, very recently, I got 200 followers on Twitch, which is a pretty big achievement, and I'm very, very proud of it, and I would like to celebrate. So, I am going to be doing a celebration stream, or rather, I'm going to be doing 2 celebration streams. One is the main event, the other is kind of a bonus thing that I've kind of thrown on last minute. So let's see what those are going to be. So, on Sunday the 3rd of May, that will be the main event. I'm going to be getting started at around lunchtime, and I'm going to be going until either 8 o'clock or until I finish. Basically, whichever comes first, and then, depending on what time Ben starts, I'll raid into him. I'm going to be doing Hollow Knight Bingo. I said that I wanted to do more, like, challenge content sort of stuff, and I've always wanted to do, like, a bingo of a game that I like. So I thought, yeah, why not? I've got this opportunity. Hollow Knight's not a massive game when you're not doing everything, so I can probably whip that out in a nice longer stream. It'd be a good way to celebrate. And then on the Monday, probably starting around 2 o'clock, I figured it'd be quite fun to just let you guys kind of sit in on the behind-the-scenes recording of one of my Tomodachi Life videos, seeing me make a meal live, seeing me kind of react to what's going on in the island, that sort of thing. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That is my plan for 200 followers. I'm pretty excited, especially for the Hollow Knight Bingo. That should be good fun. And I've already decided what me I'm going to be making for that stream. Even though it's a couple of episodes away, I've obviously got this week's episode to do first. But I've picked a character out who is on brand, I would say, for a channel celebration thing. You'll probably already guess who it is from that. Yeah, that's going to do it from me for today. So, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I will be back on Wednesday with some more Breath of the Wild, getting started on Divine Beast number 4. And then, obviously, next Saturday there'll be more Breath of the Wild as well. I won't be skipping the Breath of the Wild stream next Saturday, even though there are going to be a bunch of extra streams as well. My throat may regret that, but I will not. It will be fun. Right, I would like to get a raid going, because there is someone I know, who I think I know from one of Frankie's raids, who is currently playing through Majora's Mask for the first time, and you may or may not know, but Majora's Mask is one of my favourite games of all time. It is my favourite Zelda game, so I'm not going to miss it because it's an amazing game. So let's head over there. Let's get that raid going. And yeah, have a good one, guys. And I'll see you all later. Bye!